Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. um Today I decided to make a video because I have time. I'm going to another convention, so I'm going to be doing a video on Anifest. I had fun making a video on Anime Impulse, so I thought I should make one on um Anifest. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have some other videos planned. Hopefully, when I'm done editing and uploading this one, I can record at least one more. But if not, hopefully this holds you over for a little bit of time until I can figure out when I can record my next video. Also, if you hear construction or like noises, it's because I'm like right across the street from a construction site. They're building a building or an apartment. I don't know what it is, whatever that thing is. Might be an apartment, might be a business room building thing. But yeah, whatever that is, they're building it. So if you hear like construction noises, that's why. If as of now, I'm just waiting for my ride, and then we will get on to the convention. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, and stay safe out there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you at the convention. Hey, what's up, everyone? Alexander here, or the True Opinionist, back at it again. So today, with this coverage of Anifest, I wanted to do something different compared to my last video at a convention. My last video, I did a tour of Anime Impulse, but all my audio was at the convention. This time around, I wanted to try it while being at home, seeing which I liked better. So I'm playing around with this stuff. My next convention that I cover is probably going to be Anime Expo or LA Comic Con, whichever I decide to record. But that next video will have my audio both in the convention and out of it. But yeah, this is really just footage of me going to the convention. Nothing really to see here, sadly. And this is the line and pretty much the entrance to the convention. Those clips go by pretty fast, so I am sorry about that. I got them off my Instagram story because I didn't really have a lot of space that day, which is my fault, and is exactly why um I need an actual camera, which I'm saving for because I'm kind of tired of using my iPhone. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we're here at the start of Anifest. I was just looking at Artist Alley, some of the keychains and stuff. This is an artist I follow on Instagram. I think her name is BioWorks. I don't know how to say her name. I'll type it out. I'm pretty sure I hover over her booth long enough to where you can actually see like the details of her name. I don't know if it will be caught in this video, but I was just like, I've been following her Instagram since Anime Impulse, and I really like her art, so I decided to stop by her booth and see what she has, and I got a few things, but I'll show you that at the end of the video when I go over my haul and go into more details about my opinion on Anifest. Um, so this is more of a continuation of me just looking at Artist Alley. There will be a lot of jump cuts between scenes because I didn't do this all in one take. But yeah, I was looking at the shirts here, and there were two of them that caught my eye. Sadly, I didn't have enough money to get a lot of stuff, but I will end up buying the shirts online because they have it on their website, thankfully. But as you can see, um, it's the shirt with the black and white colors, and that other shirt I was looking at. I don't know the names of those shirts, but yeah, I feel like I might be moving a little bit fast. So if you do want to see something, you can always slow this video down. Over here, this is where we get our badges and lanyards from and shirts that you bought online, or like get your goodie bags. I don't know if they call them that, but it's a swag bag. There we go. Because when you buy your tickets, they give you the option to buy shirts, like merch for the convention, things like that. Out here was a more of Artist Alley. I feel like the start of this convention was not fun only because I didn't know the layout. And it's a 1 day convention, so you don't really get to fully grasp everything. Where I'm headed now is their little garden that they had. Here's where most of the, I'm blanking at the name. How am I forgetting their name? Cosplayers, there we go. Most cosplayers would go here to chill because it was a hot day, but also to take photos. Usually, if cosplayers dress up, they have photo shoots. And the garden is just a very beautiful place. There were fishes in the pond, the sun was out, it was hot. So you could see a lot of cosplayers just having a good time, talking to one another, doing photo shoots. And yeah, I really enjoyed being here. I didn't stay long just because it was super busy. Um and it was the place I was at the least. Over here we're headed towards the stage where everything happens. So like all the concerts and stuff. Um and then the person that's on stage, I don't know his name, but he was the announcer for all the performances, or at least a lot of them. And he was also one of the hosts of the cosplay competition. But yeah, I spent most of my time here in this room. It was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed a lot of um the people. Right now, he just announced Candy Bomber. They did anime music such as Tokyo Ghoul's Unraveled, Persona 5's main theme, um, things like Cowboy Bebop. I show clips, bits and pieces of stuff I liked. Like as of now, they're playing the Cowboy Bebop main theme, I think. I have seen the anime, but it was years ago. So I'm not exactly sure if this was the opening thing. Yeah, no, this was the opening thing. But yeah, you're gonna see clips of things I really liked from them and performances. I did trim down these videos a lot. So if you want to see their full performances, I didn't post them on Twitter, but I did post them on my Instagram. So if you want to see like their full performances, I got them over there. My link in my Instagram's link is in the description. But yeah, I really enjoyed their music. I feel like there were moments in their show where it was a hit and miss, but I really enjoyed it. Like at this moment, we got a Pikachu cosplayer coming up on stage, and they were singing the Pokemon song, the Pokemon theme song. And this was one of my favorite moments of the day because one, I was surprised that they let like actual like their audience members come on stage. But yeah, as you can see, there's a giant Pikachu coming up on stage. He dances a little bit as they're singing, and I just thought it was a fun little moment. It kind of made my day. I'm not even gonna lie. I was smiling throughout watching this show, and I wish I knew who the Pikachu cosplayer was. I would definitely give them credit and like link their socials and stuff. But their cosplay was also top 10. Beautiful. It really was like they put effort into it. So, yeah. I rated 100 out of 100. That's how good it was. And honestly, it's my second favorite cosplayer I saw today. I mean, not today. I saw at the convention. There's one other one that I saw, but we will get to him towards the end of the video. But yeah, this was my second favorite cosplayer I saw today. I didn't see him walking around the convention. Maybe he changed. Because it, like I said, it was a hot day. So I would not be surprised if he changed out of his costume. Or if he went home early. I don't know. But still, it was nice seeing this. And I think the dude next to him was a One Piece, a Luffy cosplayer. Could be wrong. And then right here, they're doing the Chainsaw Man theme. Kickback, one of my favorite anime openings of this year. And of last year. But yeah, we got a Denji cosplayer coming up on stage. And as you can see, there's a trend with this band. They were all in cosplay. Can you guess what cosplay they were doing? Yeah, they even asked that at the end. Or towards the end of their showcase. But they're doing they were all dressed up as Chainsaw Man characters. So yeah, it was pretty cool that they let another person come on stage. This was another highlight of the day for me. And the Denji, I wish I knew his or socials. If the Pikachu dude or the Denji dude is seeing this, let me know. And then this one is these are some idols dancing to, I forgot what the name of the series was. I'm not a huge Idol fan, but I think they did a great job. So, as we go on forward, I stopped by the Kotobukiya stand or booth. It wasn't big, but they had some of their figures on display. It was Transformers and My Little Pony and Gundam, as you can see. That was really cool. And honestly, since I am a Transformers fan, I might end up picking up those figures. I'm not even going to cap to you. Now we're back at it again, where I'm walking around. That booth we just passed, I got my friend a birthday gift from there. I had sent her a picture. Like, we had recently watched Spirited Away, and that's one of her favorite animes. Brittany, if you're watching this, you know what your gift was. But yeah, so I'm walking around more of the booths, and I feel like I really started to figure out my footing at this point in the convention. It was honestly very complicated at first because things are scattered all over the place. You got some of Artist Alley inside, you got some of Artist Alley outside, and then you got the vendor hall in like a whole nother separate area. The convention ground, it's not huge, but it's not small either. So it's like there's a lot to see, but you can cover it all in one day. So yeah, I'm just going more in depth, like walking around the booths, seeing what the artists have. And I love Artist Alley. Also, we just passed Meowth Mythical, one of the people that were at the one of the hosts of the cosplay competition. But yeah, I think I love Artist Alley, places like that, just because I love supporting artists. Right now, we are in this. We're at a part where we're meeting this dude named David. He plays violin. He was really good and impressed me a lot. With how he's good at playing the violin pretty much. And I just wanted to give him his own little section in the video. I did kind of trim down the video, I think. I don't think this is the full clip. Like I said, if you want to see a full clip of these performances, I have them on my Instagram. But yeah, I wanted to give him a shout out, give him his own little section of the video, because I really thought him playing his songs, well, they weren't his, but playing anime music at the convention was really cool. And the way he played the violin was beautiful to me. So, yeah. Plus, he's a really chill dude, I'm not even gonna lie. We had a nice little conversation, and yeah, but he was just outside chilling with everybody. He answered questions people had, and then he also took requests on music. I forgot what song I requested of him, but it was nice to hear him play it. Like I said, he's a really good violinist, and I love his passion. He told me that he wanted to share his passion for anime and like music in general, so he goes to conventions and plays, and I think that's really cool. But yeah, this is his performance, and we're about to move on. Like I said, I'm sorry for all the jumps. I did not record this video all in one go, so yeah. Now I think we're going into the vendor hall. Um, Here it was very crowded, and I'd say if you wanted to get the full glory or see what you wanted, it was like better to go later in the day, when closer to when the convention was ending. The only problem is if you see what you want, you better grab it, because it's like it's probably not going to be there later on. But over here were some stickers. Um, these are all. I think this is all one store. Like I think it's Kotobukiya, because I know they sell other things besides figures. I think they sell like manga too. Um, or it could be Kinokuniya. I don't know exactly which store had the vendor hall. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I saw my Grail figure in here. I was planning to buy it, but like I said, I didn't have a lot of money, and I still kind of wanted to decide on what I wanted to get from here. I ended up not getting it, which I'm kind of happy I didn't, because if I did, I wouldn't have been able to get the other cool stuff that I got. It wasn't a lot, but I'd still take it over that one figure. Plus, Nendoroids are annoying to put together, so it probably worked in my favor. Um, these vendors over here aren't a part of any stores. This one artist, I just walked by their poster. I will have their socials. I'll put it up on the screen. But they were really nice, and I followed them because I met them through Anime Impulse. And I went up to them and I talked to them, and they were really chill. I'm glad I got to see them at Anifest, and I hope I get to see them at another convention. But yeah, it was a highlight of the day to talk to them, and now I left the vendor hall, and this was the voice actor room. Um, it was Since Anifest is a smaller convention, I understand why they didn't have a whole bunch of voice actors like Anime Impulse did. But these voice actors aren't any voice actors I'm particularly a fan of. I know the stuff that they've done, like I've Googled what type of shows they're in and stuff. And I do like a lot of their work, but it's like I'm not really a huge fan of these voice actors. So it didn't really matter to me about talking with them or like really getting anything signed from them, which is okay. I'm also not trying to dog on them or anything like that. I hope it did not come out like that or come out in that way. But yeah, that was the um voice actor hall. This is like a little maid cafe slash eating place. Over here is where I had my lunch. This was run by Isekai Stage, they played like songs, and yeah, this is Isekai stage right now performing. This isn't the full clip, but it is a small clip in the bigger form of what I recorded. Like I said, if you want to see their full performance and stuff, then I have it on at my Instagram. I just didn't want to make this video too long, so I didn't put their full performances. Plus, like I said, these performers were covering anime stuff, and I don't want to be copyrighted. So I just muted all the sound, and you're just hearing my voice in place of it. But yeah, I I really enjoyed what they did. I got to their last performance, honestly, which sucks because they're really talented. I know we interacted on Instagram a little bit, and they were saying that they were having technical difficulties throughout the day. But the one show that I did see, I think they did a very good job, and it was nice. There wasn't really any technical issues, and yeah. So now we're about to jump to actually seeing me, and then I'll give more opinions on the convention in a second. Hey everyone. So now that I've gone through the convention, again, I'm sorry if that was a little bit quick. Um, Here I will be going over my thoughts, like my overall thoughts of the convention, showing off what I got at the convention, and just, yeah, touching more on things I elaborated earlier. Blue, get down! Hey! Blue! Blue! Get down! Sorry, trying to stop my dog from stealing stuff. But, yeah, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to touch upon the convention itself. I did have fun at the convention. I think it does have its flaws. For a small convention, I won't be too hard on it, but I will give it criticism, at least a little bit. Um, but yeah, overall, I had fun at the convention. I just feel like it was a little bit confusing at first, especially like trying to get everything sorted before the day of the convention. Like, when you buy your tickets online for the convention, their website is very buggy in a way, which kind of well, it's not buggy, but it's a very, it's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's a low budget website. Let's just put it like that. I feel like I struggled a lot trying to use it. It's not a complicated site, but there were just moments where it would not even let me load the site. And I was using my Wi-Fi from my house. I was using my LTE data. And then I even tried to buy my tickets through my phone just because I feel like it's easier to have my stuff on my phone in case I have to go somewhere or I have to show this stuff to someone. So I'd rather buy stuff through my phone than my computer. But the site just would not let me load it or do anything on it. So I had to use my computer, which was also connected to my Wi-Fi. So I kind of find it funny that it works on my computer perfectly fine, but when I tried it on my phone, it was struggling. But yeah. So one of my complaints, I feel like their website isn't terrible. Um Although they don't really have like an FAQs or anything to clarify what you have to do to get your tickets, or will you redeem it at the place, things like that. So I was left very confused. I had bought my ticket and a shirt from the convention, but I wasn't sure what I had to do because my last convention I went to, well, actually, the last two conventions I went to, since this is a relatively new thing, LA Comic Con, you buy the tickets online, but you can get it at the actual convention, and they like let you know that. Um, for Anime Impulse, it was I bought my tickets online, and then they sent me an email of the confirmation, but they also sent me an email of my actual ticket with um with Anifest. It sent me three emails. It sent me one saying thank you for creating an account, because you do have to create an account to buy the tickets. Then it sent me a second email, I think, on I forgot what the second email was about. But the third one was like your purchase is processing, and that was it. I never got an email talking about my tickets or where I go to redeem them, like things like that. Blue, what are you doing? Give me a second, sorry. Back to what I was saying. Um, yeah. So they sent me three emails, and like the third one, it just says processing your order, and it doesn't tell you whether you have to redeem your stuff at the convention or whether they'll send me an email of my tickets. So it was very confusing, and I'm like, what if I go to this convention? This was my thought process. I was like, what if I go to this convention and I have no idea what I'm supposed to do? I was really freaking out, to be honest, because I didn't want to go there and kind of look like a fool not having my ticket ready. Because when you get in the line and get up to the front, they expect you to have your ticket ready. They even announce it on the speaker, being like, have your tickets ready, this and that. But the website doesn't tell you that once you buy your ticket, there's going to be a barcode that they'll scan to let you into the event or the convention. So what I did is, since I'm just now getting into conventions, which will probably be a normal thing because I enjoy going to conventions. Um, what I did was I went on YouTube, and one of the YouTubers I was watching around Anime Impulse time, like he does reviews on his channel on conventions. Like he'll show what he did at the convention. He'll um show you what he bought, and then he'll like give it a review on like what he liked about the convention, what he didn't like. But um I was watching his videos around the time I went to Anime Impulse, because I'd never been to Anime Impulse before, and I just wanted to get a rough idea of what I was getting myself into. So I noticed that he had a video on Anifest from last year, and I'm like, okay, let me watch this. Maybe this video can help me out figuring out what I have to do for my tickets. And he actually had the same problem. He didn't know that his ticket was in the barcode. So once he revealed that, I'm like, oh, that's where my ticket is. So when I got up to the front of the entrance, I was prepared because I watched his video. Um, but yeah, I feel like the convention needs to do a little more information informational things to help people understand where they have to go, what they have to do to be prepared. And none of this is supposed to be a negative on them. I'm just giving criticism in hopes, if they do see this, that they can better work on stuff for future reference. But yeah, that's just how my experience was. I felt like their website wasn't clear on certain things. and I feel like it could be worked on. As for the actual convention, I will admit in the beginning, I did not have a lot of fun just because I didn't know the layout. As I've said earlier on, I've noticed that when I don't understand something, like this happened with Anime Impulse, I didn't understand the layout. But after the first day, I finally got the hang of things and I really had fun. Like the last 2 days or the last. No, I figured it out on day one, like towards the end of the convention. And then day two, I understood where everything was and where I had to go, things like that. So day two was a lot more fun. For Anifest, it was the same thing. Although it's a 1 day convention, so I gave myself like an hour or two and then I figured out everything. So I went to multiple like the same places I think at least 3 times to figure out where to go and stuff. One thing with Anifest, they had maps. I mean, with Anime Impulse, they had maps online that you could use to find your way around. But they also had it scattered throughout um the convention. Anyfest, I did see some people have maps, not everybody had it. So I thought they would give it to you like when you first enter, but I think that's something you have to ask for. And I think that's something else they could work on. Things like that. Um I do feel like though, once I did get my footing, once I understood where everything was, I did have fun. I enjoyed like the last 5 hours of the convention because I understood where everything was. I knew what I was going for and stuff. So yeah, it was fun. Plus meeting the people there, it was a nice time. Um it was a big place, like I said. It was big, but it was small. Like you could figure out everything within an hour, maybe even less than that. I feel like that depends on the person. But yeah, um the people there were the highlights. Like Candy Bomber's performances, the Pikachu coming on stage and dancing while they were singing the Pokemon theme song, I want to be the very best that nobody ever was. That was an amazing time, put a smile on my face. Kickback, like I said, is like one of my favorite anime openings. And when that Denji cosplayer got on stage with them and they were singing and dancing, it was a fun treat to behold. David, the violinist, he's really nice. He plays amazing music and one of the highlights of the day. Just because, one, his music was good, but he was also nice to talk to. He was a nice person. And I also found some other people. Like, I didn't really get to touch a lot on it, but there was a person at a booth. I'll have their Twitter handle, at least something of their profile, either a tweet or like their actual account username posted up somewhere in this video. But I felt like talking to them was also a highlight because they were really nice. And I wanted to go to their booth at Anime Impulse, but it was just such a big place. And I've noticed I also don't pay attention that well when it comes to like searching for booths. Like, artists usually post where they're gonna be at a convention either the day of or like days before the actual convention. And each booth has a letter or like a number or something where you can figure out where they are. So I'll just use this as an example. Let's say there was a my favorite artist was at a convention and their booth was B11. The way to find them would be looking on a map or like just walking around Vent Artist Alley and looking for B11. That's a prime example of what I'm talking about. But yeah, I went to their booth and I didn't really get to interact with them at Anime Impulse, so I was like, since I know what their booth is, I know where they are, I decided to take the initiative to talk to them and like really just have a nice conversation. I didn't buy anything from them this time around, mainly because I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a lot of money because I hadn't been working due to my birthday like one weekend ago before the convention. So, yeah, that kind of it, it was around, it was in March when my birthday happened. So, I think it was a week or maybe two before the convention, and I just hadn't been working, so didn't have a lot of money to spend. But I digress. I had fun in general, and talking to the people at that booth they were really nice. I got some experience for Anime Expo, like they gave me some tips, and it was just one of the best parts of my day. Like David the violinist, talking to them was also nice. And then I think I was about to touch upon it before my dog started barking, but I met another YouTuber there, and he was recording like the cosplay competition. I don't know what else he covered, but we did subscribe to each other's channels, or at least looked at them. He gave me his Twitter, so I do plan to reach out to him. But he was also really nice. We bonded over Sonic. I was wearing my bleh. I was wearing my Sonic shirt that day, my Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2 shirt that you got from the second movie if you bought it. I'm a Sonic fan, so of course I bought it. But yeah, he saw my shirt and he was like, "Hey, I like your shirt." And then he went to take a seat watching whatever was on at the time, and the cosplay competition was about to start, and I'm like, I don't feel like standing, so I just followed him and went like one row behind him, and I took the initiative to continue talking to him, and he had like some Sonic backpacks and stuff. So we talked about a little bit of some other conventions that were happening this year. He gave me some YouTube tips, talking about cameras and stuff. So I felt like I really bonded with this dude, and it was just another nice experience. It was nice meeting him, and in general, I feel like what makes a convention great is the people that are there. I think that's one reason why I enjoy conventions. It's the people. One other person I want to touch upon before I get into my haul is um I'm going to put his name up on the screen. I feel like I'm like forgetting a lot of these names, and one thing about me is I forget names on the first meeting. So, if any of you are watching this, this is not supposed to be an attack or anything offensive against you guys. I'm just bad with names and I'm very forgetful. Until I start hearing and talking to you more, I don't really remember your name until like I said, until I start talking to you more. So yeah, I'm going to have to put like their names on the screen because I don't remember it by heart. But another person that made this event so amazing was a Deku cosplayer. And honestly, my favorite cosplayer out of the whole convention that I saw. And I saw some really great ones. Like I saw a Death Knight from Fire Emblem Three Houses. I saw Junko Onishima from Danganronpa. Things like that. But yeah, my number one cosplayer of the convention was this Deku cosplayer. He's really chill, and um I saw him win the cosplay competition, and then afterwards all the cosplayers left the auditorium or like the big stage area, and I went out and we just had a nice little talk. He let me talk. I mean, he talked to me. He let me take pictures of his cosplay. It was a really nice time and another highlight of the day. Like I said, I feel like what makes a convention great is the people. And for me personally, I love performances, whether it's live or like on YouTube or whatnot, whether it's a video or an actual live concert. I like music. I like seeing people perform. Like, I love films. So, yeah, performances are really, it hits my heart in a good way. So, yeah, it's the people and the performances that make a convention great for me. Plus, if you don't got stickers, you ain't a good convention. That's a joke, but yeah. I also go to conventions for stickers, and if you don't got those, you get a 0 out of 10 from me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambling, my overall thoughts. I did enjoy Anifest for what it was. It's a smaller convention, so you can't really be too hard on it, but I do think they deserve a little bit of criticism, and hopefully it always, like I said, it's a newer convention, so I hope as the years go by, it will get better as years go by. I know I will be going back next year, hopefully, because my life is always busy, so I don't know if anything will come up around that time. But hopefully, I can go next year because I enjoyed this year and I would definitely go again. But yeah, now we'll get into what I bought. First off, this is, I didn't package it like this. This is how the seller packaged it. But this is a little gift for my friend. It's a Spirited Away um jar, I think. Or like a can. I don't know. I think it's called a jar. But yeah, I know my friend loves Spirited Away. And so when I saw it, I thought of her. And then I texted her being like, hey, look what I found. And she was like, I want it. So her birthday's coming up too. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it for you. And this is part one of her birthday gift. But yeah, um, that's one of the things I got. Um, Another thing I got. This one was with my. Ooh, don't chew on my stick of blue. This one came with my ticket. You had the option to buy um shirts or swag bags. Sadly, like they had multiple different. I think they had like two different shirts. I got this one because it wasn't sold out, but their swag bag and their other shirts were sold out. So I got this because I just wanted to remember this convention or like have something to remember this convention. It's a simple little shirt, but I really like it. It's cute. I love black. Like it's in my top three favorite colors of blue, black, and white. And then it has their little fox mascot or kitsune, whichever you like to call it. But yeah, I like the shirt. Um, One thing I will say is, like I said, I feel like the convention needs to work on some things. Like with my lanyard, um, with the lanyard and like things like that, I didn't know where to get the shirt from. I didn't know if it was gonna be emailed to me or if I mean not emailed, if they were gonna mail it to me or if you picked it up at the convention. Cause like once you buy your ticket, I bought my ticket with the shirt. And there was no email saying you pick your shirt up at the convention. So I had to the place where I got um my lanyard and my badge for the convention, I had to ask a lady, do I get the shirts at the convention or do they mail it to me? And they're like, no, you pick it up right here. But see, I wish they would have made that more clear on their website. Or like had an email saying, "Oh, you picked this stuff up at the convention." Now I know going forward in the future, like if I buy a shirt or a badge or something, it will be at um at the convention. But yeah, I feel like they should make information more known to more people. Cuz if I hadn't asked, I would have spent, I think this was 30 or $40 or less. I don't remember the exact price, but if I hadn't asked if I got my shirt at the convention, I would have paid money for a shirt that I never got. And to me, I feel like that would have sucked. I would have probably been mad. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, like I said, it's a smaller convention. It can always improve in the future. I know this is going to continue to be a thing. So hopefully it does improve. And if they're watching this, the people that run Anifest, sorry. If you guys are watching this, none of this is supposed to be a bag. Like, I'm not trying to um be mean to your convention or anything. I'm just giving criticism. Hopefully it helps, and hopefully it can help you like do better. Like, nah, that came off bad. But I'm just hoping it helps. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to come off as an elitist or anything. But yeah, I love the shirt. Glad I have it. Finally, well, there's one other thing besides this, but I got the Anifest badge of 2023. It has like all the stuff you could do: the Grand Theater Hall, the Vendor Hall, the Apparel Hall, the Guest Hall, the Arcane Maid Cafe, and the Japanese Garden. And I like that it has that it tells you what you can do at the convention. That's really cool to me. But I just love the design of the lanyard and like the badge itself. Also has their mascot. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now the last thing that I got were some stickers, because it, like I said in earlier in the video, it's not a convention without its stickers. First, we got Chizuru Mizuhara from Rent a Girlfriend. This came from the Bio. I don't know how to say the name correctly, so I'll just put it on the screen. But this came from that one booth I stayed at for a lot of the videos airing time. Then we got Power, one of my favorite Chainsaw Man characters. Um, I just thought this sticker was cute, and plus I have a sticker collection, so why not have it? Then we got Denji with Puchita, and I love how he's thinking about chicken. I don't know. I like these three stickers. Next up, I had to get this because Akame ga Kill is one of my favorite animes. Literally is why I got into manga. So I'm like, you know, the Oni Akame ga Kill, I needed that just to represent my favorite series. And I just think the sticker looks really nice. Also, if the lighting is horrible, yeah, my room doesn't have great lighting. And then finally, this is the artist's OC. I think her name is Stella. I'm a gamer, and I just thought this sticker was cool. So yeah, I decided to pick it up. But yeah, that was everything I got from Anifest. Those are all my thoughts, opinions on it, and my little journey with Anifest. I hope you enjoyed this video. Um, I know I had a good time, and I'm sorry it took so long to get this video out. I've just been way too busy lately with things that I haven't been able to get stuff out like I've wanted to. More videos are coming in the future. Hopefully, I will be more consistent next month in May, but we will see. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Also, I got some manga content coming, finally. It's been a while since I've done manga content. But yeah, I'll see you all later.